What's up guys, Assalamualaikum and warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. um, so today we are going to answer question task given by Sir Nazirul for subject HED3043 Chapter 3 Society. So before we begin, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel. So okay, the first question is what makes the life of people such as Tuareg of the Sahara different from your life as a college student in Semporna? So we look at the Tuareg of the Sahara. Their life condition isn't that good. They live in a poor condition. They live in a compound, more like a campsite or something. Only the wealthier Tuareg will live in a house. In Semporna, mostly you can see rich people, not that rich people, but a lot of variety of people. Also there's tourists from another country, another states, that lah. So lifestyle of Tuareg of the Sahara. The people there, men or women, they are wearing veils. A veil is like a clothes covering their head. For men, they will wear veil, variety of veil, which each of it has its own meaning. In Semporna, you can see a lot of variety of fashion because people in Semporna they are into bundles. In bundles, there's a lot of fashions, clothes, good looking for sell in low price. So in the economic, Tuareg of the Sahara, they have a low job opportunity, which means they don't have much job to begin with. Most of them are doing camel herding, and some will go to city. They will work as a construction worker or even a security guard there. In Semporna, you can work at most of the places, like you can be a runner. You can be a runner, buy things for people, deliver it to them, and sort of. You can also work at Semporna night market or the pasar malam. You can set your tents and sell foods there, and etc. Tuareg of the Sahara, they have low educational values, which is until recently people there, they don't like admitting their children in non-religious or secular school because they don't trust the governments that much. But now they they giving their children education up until they finish their high school. Most of them will go to a religious school like Quran school. In Semporna, have lots of school and colleges. College such as ours, the College Politek Mara Semporna, and like Getmara Community College, and etc. Cultural, Tarak of the Sahara, they play music, they recite a passage or read a poem. Doing poetry has a big importance on holidays. While in Semporna, we have a lot of cultural other than Sabah or Malaysian holidays like the Independence Day and Malaysia Day. Here in Semporna we got special day, we call it Regata Lepa, which is where big event shows boats, most of traditional things sells on, and etc. So living in the Tuareg of the Sahara is quite likely different between our life here in Semporna. Okay, moving on to the next question. Now on to the next question, number 2, on how and why do our societies change over time. So my first point is technology advancement. So here in technology advancement, you can see that previously people were enjoying watching television together with their family, relative, and sort of. Now when smartphone becomes basic necessities, the way we communicate is different from before. Now there's no talking there's no chit chatting in front of the TV. Now everyone were chatting, or perhaps chit chatting but still smartphone on their hand. And what's the connection between this is that the society first, they communicate with each other based through on something in front of them, like the television technologies nowadays. And of course some will tell story or whatsoever based on what they watch. Now when smartphones become necessities, people or just communicate through smartphone, and through WhatsApp or any social media platform. That is how the society changed over time, when from the technology was still below, now they are advanced. We are now in the future of 2020. So next is social institutions. Basically I will take education. Okay, first, education. We all know about we can learn something, um, and from learning we can learn how to. I mean, we can learn to communicate. We learn new language. So, when learning new language, we must have this tutorial or a know-how to talk, to speak, to know their syllabus, to know their vocabulary, their grammatically, and etc. So, education before is hard to get because people need to seek for someone with high education, someone who knows, who can teach people to learn something new, to learn new language. But now, with the technology advancement, we can learn everything from the internet. So we learn the new language, the new how to speak on the language, and we can easily get into a new part, make a new society on a certain part, or we join the society, like we learn their mother tongue and we go to their place, talk in their language, we become part of their societies, and that's how it changed over time. Last but not least, the population. We all know population increase means more people, and more people were born into society, more people will become the society. We are society in the end. So the more increasement in the population, the more it change. Yes, the more the society change over time, because new people will bring new impact to the societies, and that's how it change over time.
Now I will continue with the third and the fourth question. So the third question is, what force divide a society? So before we jump into the forces, we need to know what is cultural divide, because cultural divide is very related with the society. So cultural divide means a boundary in society that separate communities whose social economic structures, opportunities for success, conventions, styles are so different that they have substantially different psychologies. In other meaning, cultural divide is the virtual barrier caused by cultural differences in society that hinders interactions between people of different cultures. For example, avoiding eye contact with a superior shows deference and respect in East Asian cultures, but it can be interpreted as suspicious behavior in Western culture. So the forces that divide a society can be split into three. There's actually a lot more, but I will explain three of the forces. So the first one is the ideological differences, which means how two different cultural groups can view the same thing very differently. Another one is stereotypes, which means a widely held but fixed and oversimplified idea of the cultural group. And the last one is social pressure, which means groups that are already culturally divided will tend to remain that way as the effect of normative social influence is self-perpetuating. The next question that I'm going to explain is the fourth and the last question, which is what force that hold a society. Explaining three of the forces that hold a society together. The first force is social cohesion, which means the degree to which members of a society feels united by social bonds. The second one is mechanical solidarity, which means united by a sense of similarity. And the last one is organic solidarity, which means united by interdependence based on specialized division of labor. So that is all our answers from our group for all of the 4 questions.